this. Oh, red light. Oh man, I went through a red light, mama. Oh, we're in trouble, Miss Molly. Morning, guys. It is December 28, 2021. This one here, I gotta go back to that job where that guy had a direct short on a boiler, on a gas boiler. Went over there, he had a direct short, and it was the Romex line. One of the Romex lines was shorted. But anyway, he called me a couple of days later with one of the zones is not heating properly, and something about one of the circulators. There was water dripping on it, and it was tripping the breaker again or something. So he had the electrician go back over there because it was like over Christmas, and it wasn't having me go back there now. Today was the day he wanted to meet me there and go over and fine-tune what the hell's going on over there with that thing. When I first went over there was no power to the unit. We got the power up and we got the power issue fixed, a short, and it was running fine. All the zones were calling, everything was heating, and then a couple of days later it starts having issues. Not uncommon with this old shit. I mean, you never know when shit's gonna break down. Miss Molly, you're looking very stylish today, Miss Molly. Oh yeah, you got a little outfit on there, Miss Molly. Yeah, you got all the outfits, Miss Molly. All the girls are gonna be jealous of you. Miss Molly, you giving body bumps? Oh yeah, you love body bumps. Yeah, you love body bumps, Miss Molly. Yeah, you love body bumps. Oh yeah, you love body bumps, Miss Molly. Yeah. Alright, so that was dripping. He put a cap on there, so we shouldn't need this sign anymore. It's disconnected, that's why it's not working. This is the capacitor or something. It's probably.
Can you spare me for like 15 minutes? I'll be right back.
Where you going?
Right downtown.
Well, what the hell, guy? I mean, you want me to work? I got a full day ahead of me. You want to do this another day?
No, I don't want to waste a week.
I ain't got time to be playing around. I mean, you gotta go. I'll go to another job. I got tons of shit to do.
I'm not. How am I playing with you, dude?
Well, I gotta get to the. I gotta get to the zones.
Okay.
They having a problem with. Where's the zones you having a problem with?
Zone 2.
Which is, show me where that thermostat is. Zone 2 is not calling according to this.
Right.
Have you changed the thermostat batteries?
Couple of times.
Couple of times, okay. It's on the first floor or second floor?
First floor.
Okay. Let's take a look. This is the one you're having a problem with, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's up to temperature.
What she said is, last time that had to be bled.
Well, let's see. I'll put on hold. 70. That should be zone 2, you're saying?
Yeah.
It was up to temperature. These have to be bled here because they're cast iron radiators.
Right. But that is working. That's zone 3.
That's zone 3. Where's the other one? Is that?
And then zone 1, the cast iron, that's the zone 2 right there.
Zone 2. So that's probably baseboard then, right? Or is
Yeah.
it cast iron? Is it cast iron also?
No, that's forced hot water.
Okay, this is all cast iron radiators. They're going to be bled up here if there's an issue.
Those are zone 3. They're working.
So zone 2 is that one there.
That one piece there.
All right, I turned it up. Let's see if it calls downstairs. It was satisfied when I got here. Zone 2's not calling. Zone 1, is that zone 1 there that's calling? That's zone 1 that's calling, that thermostat. Shut that one off and we'll see if it shuts off. Turn it down. Turn it down below the temperature and we'll see if it shuts off. All right, just shut off. That's zone 1.
Huh?
That's zone 1.
That's zone 1?
That's zone 1. Zone 2 might be the second floor. Well, turn that one back up. What those labeled. That's zone 1. Zone 2 must be the second floor.
No, the second floor is on its own. Second floor get the 2 space heaters. There's no heat coming out.
Okay, how many thermostats do you have in the house?
3.
All right, turn up the next one that you have in it. Not the one we just touched, the other one. Turn up the next one. And we'll label them. Okay? Guy wants to take off and go downtown for 15 minutes, okay? I need you to be here with me and work with this shit. All right, that's zone 3. That one's zone 3.
Okay.
Now, there should be one more thermostat. All right, that's the second. All right, that's zone 2.
That one's zone 2.
That one's zone 2. So what goes where?
Zone 2 is the front of the house.
Zone 2's the front.
Zone 2's the front. The first one that I did.
Yeah, is the back.
Is the center.
Central. And then there's one in the back.
The second one was the back one.
Say that again. So number 1's the front.
The first one that we just checked.
Yeah, that's the back.
No, that's in the center.
That's in the center.
Yeah.
The first one is the front.
The last one is the front. The last one we did.
That's the third zone.
The third zone.
Third zone's the front.
Yeah.
The first zone is the center.
And the second is the back.
Okay.
And they all. So they're all on. How come
Zone.
the first one we did was the kitchen.
Was the kitchen. And number 3, the last one we did is the front,
Yeah.
right? The last one we did was the front, right?
Yeah. Do we have any checks? Can you write one out for 350?
Okay.
Not to me. But 350 now.
So all 3. I mean, it's possible that she didn't have it turned up enough.
But she said there's nothing coming out of that forced hot air. Oh, but it wasn't running all the time. It's not. What I'm saying is, that's a blower. That's a kicker, and that doesn't kick out any heat.
It might have to be bled.
Yeah, she said there's a way down here that it was bled before.
Yeah, okay, we'll bleed it right here. I got a thing right here.
Okay. Now that was leaking. Should
Yeah.
you?
Well, we'll put another cap on it.
Okay.
That's not a problem.
I changed the cap, so I didn't know if that.
No, I'm not worried about the cap.
Okay, I gotta step outside.
All right, go. You can go now that I got everything set up here. I mean,
I can go?
as long as you come back and turn the thermostats down. In a big fucking rush. Should be a bleeder on that fucking kick base heater too, so we'll see about that. I put that cover back on that thing. That one's circulating. Starting to come back warm now. That one's circulating. That one's circulating. Gotta give it time, and it's a big system. Wouldn't hurt to give this thing a little douche. Yeah, I know people that got all this shit too, and they're still getting sick. You know, so it's kind of like a weird situation.
It is.
You're getting this booster shot, and you're getting this, and you're getting that, and you're still getting sick. I mean, obviously the shit's not working, right?
Well, I think for some folks that
I think it's a line of shit that they're giving us here. See if we can get this thing to flow.
Well, I know people that have died, so.
Really? Well, yeah,
Yeah.
put that in the. You don't mind putting that in the pit there? Sorry about that. Must have. You know people that died from it.
No, not from. I know people that died from COVID.
Yeah, from the
Not from
COVID.
vaccination, but so I'd rather have the fucking shot.
Yeah, I guess
And get sick than not.
we're giving it a good how you doing here and see if we can get it to flow. Oh, it takes a little bit of air in there, you know.
So that's how you bleed it from there.
Well, not necessarily. There should be a bleeder on that kick base heater, but she's got a ton of pans in there that I'd have to pull out and pull that cover off. Let's see if we can get it to work this way. If not, we'll
I'll pull that shit
we'll
out.
go to plan B. There's air in it. I can feel it. I can feel the air coming out now. What's our pressure at? Yeah, it don't look like we got any pressure in the system. Not saying that gauges. We got any water coming out of there?
Yeah. Just dripping.
Just dripping?
Just dripping now.
How bad?
Not much.
Yeah, you got a bad feeder. You got no water feeding it. Look, you got this thing wide open here. We got no water in the system. See it? Got a bad feeder there. Got no water in the system.
How's it? And I'm just asking, how is it feeding the other tubes on?
Well, I mean, there's water still in there, but look it. I ain't got no flipping. I ain't getting no flow. See it?
Yeah.
So we got a blockage here somewhere. Probably this, maybe it's this backflow or something. Something's fucked up. We got water coming into it. Oh yeah, look at the shit in there, Sonny. She's block solid there, see it?
Yeah.
Look at that shit.
So that's when he cleaned the shit out of, wow.
Look at that.
Yeah, right here.
Look at that shit. Huh? You see that?
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
That's what my nephew cleaned the sink. He said it was blocked
That's fucking full.
from the fucking city.
Oh, look at that, huh? Yeehaw. Wow. Let's try it again. I mean, what do you got to lose?
Wow. You got it? Wow.
That's what I said. Wow. Yeah, so let's try not to get too worked up over this shit. It might be something simple here, you know?
Okay. I hope so, brother.
Yeah, me too. Get this. I got a bunch of calls to do today. So yeah, I mean that thing was really. yeah. Huh?
Well, that's the girls that said that the sink down here
Right,
wasn't working, so he cleaned that.
Turn the water on. I don't know, don't seem like it's feeding. Still don't seem like it's feeding. Maybe. Let's see. Let's give it some water and give it some time and see what happens. See if we get a flow through that hose.
Yeah.
Well, we're getting a flow now. Getting a good flow now, right? Ah. A little song. She was chooched. Well, she's getting warm now, Sonny. Well, she seems to be slowing down a little bit.
Little. Yeah.
Well, I just shut it off. So let's see what happens. I mean, as long as it gets warm, we'll have to go around and bleed the radiators upstairs. But
Yeah. So, did you end up on it? So,
good, how you doing there?
let me. Well,
It's feeding. I can hear it feeding.
He was just starting the process with that. He didn't even know.
Make sure there's no air in there.
That was
It's feeding slowly, so we'll give it a couple of. How you doing?
I'll wait for him. I'll give him a call.
Oh yeah, she's coming back hot now.
Okay. All right. Nice. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, she's coming back hot now, Sonny.
And what about
It's coming back good now.
yeah,
it was coming back.
I'm under the impression that they were sending them Sunday.
You look.
Right. Okay. All right. Thank you, sir.
There's a lot of stuff that blocked that thing solid, huh? Did you see that? Yeah. Never a dull moment. Never a dull moment. Yeah, she's coming back warm. It's going to take a while because this is a big system. Let's see, this is a big system. She's starting to come back good now.
It's not blowing.
Well, let's let it heat up. Let's take this cover off and see what's going on with it then. Let me get my stuff. We'll take the cover off. That might be where that electric strip goes. Remember he shut it off? The one that was shorted?
Yeah.
I bet you. Remember? The electric for the heat? How much you want to bet that's where it goes? I bet you that's where the short was this thing. Because that makes all the sense in the world now that we think about it, right? That 110 Romex coming over here was for this. That's what it was for.
Why
feeding this.
Disconnected.
Now we gotta disconnect it because it was shorted. Take it apart and let's take a look, okay? Take me 2 minutes. Long screws. That seems to be fine. There's the box there. I bet you. That's our problem. There should be a vent to bleed this thing here. There's a vent here to bleed this thing. Let's bleed it.
You're bleeding the vent now?
Automatic one. It should bleed by itself. That's an automatic one. See if I can crack it. One of them automatic ones. There we go. We're getting some stuff out of it now. I don't think that it's airlocked. We'll check, see if there's any power to this beast. I think there's a heat sensor right here. There's a heat sensor right here. We'll see if we got power coming into this thing right now. Somebody's already... That might be what our problem is. This thing's all broken apart. That might have been why it was shorting. Thing's loosey-goosey in here. See if we got power coming into it. Whew. Let's see if we got any power. No power. That might be what our problem was. See how it's loose as a goose there? That might have been what our problem was. We got no power to it anyway, so.
Yeah, that's not something that I really have.
because this thing was shorted. This is the thing that was shorting that thing out, was something in here. That was, there's no power coming to it. That's why it's not running. So the electrician's gonna have to come here and find out where this line coming in here is shorted. I'd like to get this thing the hell out of here and check it myself, to be honest with you. Find out if it's the heater. Or it's the wire. And all it takes is one mouse to chew on a wire down there, you know? Know what I'm saying? Yeah. All it takes is one little mouse. Ruin your flipping day. You'll be able to see if it's shorted right now. I know there's no power to it, so. Put on ohms to ground. Nope. That's fine. Well, it's not short at the ground because we're not connected downstairs, remember? Yeah. But this wire don't seem to be short at the ground here. The fan's spinning freely. The fan's not all bound up. Open line, that don't seem to be an issue. So this thing don't seem to be shorted. This connector in here was a little loose. That might have been why it might have been arcing out on that.
And that all goes into that line that's disconnected, you're saying?
Yeah. But there's no power coming up to this unit right now. I could check and see if the unit's grounded by this to ground right here. We could see if it's grounded. And it's not. I did reconnect this the unit's not grounded.
He's not, but all that stuff, everything, everything gotta be.
But that thing's not hooked up downstairs, but it doesn't seem to be grounded anywhere.
How would we ground it? I know it's, I don't understand this.
Well, you got the positive, and then you got the ground. They shouldn't be touching.
They're touching there?
No, they're not. I would be getting ohms, and I don't have any. So I think that wire is good. It was just this connector was loose over here. It might have been hitting, arcing out. Well, let's hook the wire back up and see what happens, right? I mean, it's not rocket science, is it?
For me, it is.
It's just power coming up to this thing. There's just constant power to it, and when it warms up, it runs. I don't know why it doesn't seem to be shorted. I got the power off, so we'll check and see if that's shorted to ground. This one right here. That's not shorted to ground, then we could hook it back up. I think it was just upstairs inside the cabinet that connector was touching. Hopefully. Now power's off. So let's see right here. There's the ground right here.
You don't want to do it like he does, huh?
No, I ain't touching that stuff, no. I think that's all it was. We'll get the power off. So as long as our we got no power here, which we shouldn't. We should be able to hook up that line and then we should have power upstairs. Alright, so we don't have any power. I don't like getting shocked. He didn't seem to mind, did he?
No. He laughs about it.
I ain't laughing about it.
So when I was a kid, I put iron. You remember those iron rods that they used to have curtains on?
Ground rods, you mean?
Yeah. I put one right in the socket.
We got the power off now, so once we...
Well, when I was a kid, didn't have the power off.
Let's see if we get any heat up there once we turn this back on. Remember, the breaker wouldn't stay on before, remember?
Yeah.
We'll see now. Like this. I'm not really a, licensed electrician, but I mean, if you got no heat, I guess I could play with it. We'll see if it shorts out. Last time it was shorting out instantly, remember?
Yeah.
She's staying on now. Go up there and see if the fan's running. Staying on. Zone 1, I don't know if that's circulating or not. We got power in zone 1, going to zone 1 there. We got power. Fine. Alright, so we got the power off. We know we got power to the circulator, but it's not circulating. I want to check this capacitor. If that's a problem, we could put a new one in. And we could put a new capacitor in there. If not, we got to change the circulator. Capacitor, microfarads. Should be 5. Oh, no, it's junk. I got no microfarads out of that, so I can try a new capacitor in there and see if that does it. What do we got there? If not, we're going to put a new circulator. Yeah, 4.42. I mean, it's a little low at 4.2. Yeah, 4.2 is a little low, so let's try that. And if that don't work, we'll put a new circulator in, okay?
Yep. Oh, that's a much smaller one too.
Well, same shit.
No, I'm not questioning that.
As long as it works. Power's off. As long as it works. If it don't, we'll put a new circulator in there. Oh, wait. See if it works. We had power going to it, but it wasn't circulating. Could be the motor's bad too, you know. Oh, I hit the power and see what happens. Right here. You shut it off right here, didn't you?
No, I shut it off right there.
Okay, go ahead. No, circulator's not working. Circulator's got to be changed.
Off, turn it off, or what?
Give it a minute and see what happens. This is the one that had the water leaking on it, remember?
Exactly, yeah.
Shut that dehumidifier off right there. Can you unplug that? Because that's kind of like giving me a false reading. No, she's not circulating, so I gotta change it. I gotta change it. Alright, shut the power off. We'll do what we gotta do here and put another circulator in there. Unfortunately. I got them in the truck.
You're gonna need me on your next job.
I'm gonna need you on your next job for an assistant. Yeah, maybe. Well, it was worth a shot, right?
No. Cover all angles.
Easy day. shut these other valves off. I want to drain the whole system down. Hopefully I can shut this one off. Then shut that one off. Yeah, shut that one off.
There's another one here.
Yeah, shut them all off. Shut all the ball valves off we can, yeah. So we got all isolated. Ball valve here, got a ball valve there. One here, one there. Alright. We'll try to get as much as we can. It's all cast iron radiators upstairs, so it's not going to be that bad to bleed it. But do the best you can. Oh, it's not always easy, Mom. Not always easy being cheesy. This has got an arrow, it's got to go a certain way, and these gaskets are going to go on there, so it's a little tricky. It's a little tricky Ricky. That should be fine. I'm going to make sure you put it in the right way. Whoa. Not liking that so much. Jesus crusty one, Mr. Grinch. She's a crusty one, Mr. Grinch. Crusty one, Mr. Grinch. Not looking so bad. Shut that fucker off. I got the arrow going the right way, so the return's going the right way. That's what we want. A lot of dripping on it, right? So we know that was. I thought it was a simple fix with we had to shorten the wire somewhere. We didn't know where it went. I guess we found it, didn't we? Like I usually say, things are gonna raise their ugly face.
Yeah, raise ugly.
And try to chase it all out and everything. You find it easy enough, right? Get most of the air out of that. This way we won't have to break. All the rest is cast iron anyway, so. In the meantime, I could start hooking up the electrical. Hey, that pumps don't work, does it?
No.
If it does, it's just gonna blow because it's not even connected. You know that?
What? Is it gonna...
That pump's not connected. It's broken off down the bottom. So if that thing ever runs, you're gonna get a big.
So I need to get another pump in there?
Either that or rehook that one up or something.
Yeah.
You can hear the air coming out, right? I never got it. I mean, I'm around a lot of people. I'm getting a little leery about it, though. Instead, I have to wear a mask.
Yeah. And they said,
I mean, even you got that flipping mask on, you probably still get it, right?
But this new variant, they're saying that the cloth masks aren't as effective, and the touching surfaces. You wear your gloves, so make sure you before you leave, you take them off and throw them wherever you're at.
Oh, they're saying it's more catchy.
Yeah, you can catch.
Oh yeah, I always throw my gloves. Always throw my gloves away. My brother, my son-in-law has it. That ain't working. Yeah, she's definitely circulating now. These are all labeled also. It's the bedroom. Place 007 circulator zone 1. We just have to go upstairs and reattach everything. That blower should be working now. I'm gonna oil it with some Creole oil. Yeah, it's gonna smell a little, but I mean, oil the bearings. It's working now. Alright, you can turn the rest of them up.
Yeah.
And then turn this one to whatever you want it set at.
You can set them for whatever.
Set them for whatever you want them, and I'll put this cover back on. We'll be good to go. I mean, it's not the greatest, but it's better than it was. At least it's not going to fall in. At least it's not going to fall in. I just left that job. The guy's going to reinforce that that top cover for that cabinet, for that kick base heater with some more plywood. Going to put some other pieces on there. And see, another example of you never know what you're going to find when you're out doing these jobs. That was the short, was that temperature sensor was loose on there, and I think that's what was arcing out, because I reattached it and there was no more grounding out. So I reattached the wire and we got the heater going. We got to change the circulator. The circulator it must have been working gravity before, but we got them going up and going, and off to the next one. We're off to the races, Miss Molly. Oh man, we're off to the races, Miss Molly.